A very warm and a hearty welcome to all of you friends. On behalf of the entire team at Gradeup, I take the privilege of welcoming each and every one of you for today's live session. Friends, today in this particular session, we are going to discuss the questions that came in SLAT 2020. So, in the symbiosis admission law test, the entrance examination for symbiosis law schools across India, the real questions that came in 2020, we are going to discuss the same in the course of today's session. So, in the course of today's session, we are going to discuss the questions that did come in SLAT 2020. Okay, so are you guys ready to answer or understand as well as to discuss the questions that came in SLAT 2020? I hope you guys are all ready for the same. So let's begin. But before we start solving the questions, here are certain important announcements from Gradeup. Gradeup brings to you a booster crash course for CLAT 2021. So join CLAT 2021 crash course now. Gradeup also brings to you a 2-month revision on current affairs and legal events. So the important legal events and current affairs between August 2020 and March 2021 will be discussed in these sessions. These sessions are very useful for all CLAT and other law entrance examination aspirants across India. Apart from that, Gradeup also introduces a express crash course for MHCT and SLAT 2021. So those of you who are only interested in MHCT and SLAT, Gradeup brings to you this fantastic course, an express course for MHCT and SLAT 2021. And those of you who are in class 11 and you are planning to sit for CLAT 2022, Gradeup brings to you a comprehensive foundation module, a comprehensive course along with foundation module batch 2, which has started. Okay, so those of you who are in class 11 and who would be appearing in CLAT 2022, here is a fantastic course, a comprehensive course along with the foundation module. Batch 2 has recently been launched, so you can join in that course also. So let's start with today's important session. As you know, we are going to discuss SLAT 2020, the questions that came in SLAT 2020. So let us read this question and tell me what is the correct answer. Please read the questions very carefully and tell me the correct answer to this question. A is sitting on a moored boat on a river. B unfastens the mooring without A's consent and intentionally causes the boat. Now this is very important. Intentionally causes the boat to drift down the river, plunging down a waterfall. A suffers several fractures and was unable to go forward for 3 months. Which of the following is correct? Is B guilty? If B is guilty, for what reason? Let us see the correct answer. The correct answer is B is guilty for committing the offence of voluntarily causing grievous hurt and criminal force. B is guilty for the offence of voluntarily causing grievous hurt and criminal force. Have I made myself clear? What? Of course. See, the correct answer is D. Most of you are saying C. But it's of course use of criminal force plus grievous hurt. Am I clear? Did all of you understand? Okay. Moving on to question number 2. Read the principle very carefully, read the facts very carefully and tell me the correct answer. The principle says a person is said to be of sound mind for the purpose of making a contract if at the time when he makes it, he is capable of understanding it and of forming a rational judgment as to its effect upon his interest. So that is what the principle says. Now here is a person called Anne. Annie is a painter and is also a patient at a mental asylum. Okay? Please tell me the correct answer to this question. Some of you are saying D, okay? No. You are saying no, okay? Some of you are saying D is the answer, okay? What about the rest? No. D is not the answer. Of course. Can Lucky enforce performance? The answer is no. Of course. So you have option B and option D. Let's see which of the two is a better answer. The correct answer is option B. It is the duty of the person who is entering into the contract to check the mental condition of the other person. Because the first fact very categorically states that Annie is a painter and is also a patient at a mental asylum. She suffers from schizophrenia and lucid interval. During one such interval, she agreed to paint a portrait. Have I made myself clear? So when you are entering in a contract with someone whom you think is not of sound mind, it is the person's duty to check the mental condition. Okay? So the correct answer is option B. Moving on to question number 3. Please read the question very carefully and tell me the correct answer. A fire broke out at Mr. Rathor's firm. Mr. Rathor believed that he was entitled to free service of goodwill fire brigade service and therefore he called for their service. The fire brigade could put out the fire. It then turned out to Mr. Rathor's firm was not within free service area specified by the brigade service. In furtherance of the same, goodwill services claimed remuneration for their service. Is Mr. Rathor liable or not liable to pay remuneration for the services that goodwill has provided? The correct answer is, most of you have given, Mr. Rathor is liable to pay as there was an implied contract between him and goodwill services. So the correct answer is option B, friends. Most of you have given me the right answer. Most of you have given me the right answer. Okay. Okay. Moving ahead to the next question. Question number 4. Please be fast. Okay. So let's read the principle. Communication of proposal is complete when it comes to the knowledge of the person to whom it is made. Very good. Communication of acceptance is complete as against the proposer when it is put in the course of transmission. Communication of acceptance is complete as against the acceptor when it comes to the knowledge of the proposer. Very good. Now let's look at the facts. A sends a letter to B on 5th of April 2019 to B, and C proposing to sell his house for 50 lakh. So A is sending a letter to B proposing to sell his house for 50 lakhs. B receives the letter on 6th of April and immediately posts the letter accepting the offer to A. However, due to the delay in postal service, C receives the letter on April 7th and also immediately posts his acceptance. A receives both the letter together on April 8th, but opens C's letter first. So the question is, as against the proposer, which of the following is the correct answer? Let's read. As against B, Acceptance was complete on 6th April 2019. 6th April 2019. No, it's not the right answer. As against A. Now let's read very carefully. Let's read very carefully. As against, okay, just give me a minute. Sorry. As against A, acceptance for both B and C was complete on 8th April. Makes sense. As against the proposer, the acceptance was complete because both the two letters reached the proposer on 8th of April. So how are you saying A is the right answer? The correct answer is B. A is not the right answer, friends. Understand this. As against A, both the acceptance came on 8th. A received both the letters together on 8th. So the correct answer is B. Yes? Moving on to the next question. Question number 5. Act of God as a valid defense to the rule of strict liability signifies an act of supernatural power, an act of religious institution, an act of religious preachers, an act of religious person. Option A happens to be the right answer. Option A happens to be the right answer. Am I clear? Moving on to question number 6. Moving on to question number 6. I think none of you should give me a wrong answer to this particular question. I say I want to sell my pen for rupees 100. You say I accept to buy your pen for rupees 80. Am I bound to sell my pen to you for rupees 80? The answer is no. The answer is no. Have I made myself clear? Question number 7. Question number 7. The correct answer to this question is option B, absolute liability. The principle of absolute liability was expounded by the Honorable Supreme Court of India in MC Mehta versus Union of India. The Honorable Supreme Court of India laid down the principle of absolute liability in the very famous judgment called MC Mehta versus Union of India. Am I clear? Moving on to question number 8. Moving on to question number 8. Read the question very carefully and tell me the correct answer. Okay, please give me the correct answer fast. Okay. The correct answer. Blood drops were found near the crime scene of B's murder, from where A, the prime suspect, is arrested. Upon A's arrest, the investigating officer directed the doctor of a government hospital to collect the blood samples for forensic analysis. The investigating officer's action is legitimate since A was arrested from the crime scene and his blood sample shall afford evidence as to the involvement of him in B's murder. So the correct answer is option D. Option D happens to be the right answer. Most of you have given me the right answer, but some of you have given me some different answer. Okay. Moving ahead to question number 9. Read the question carefully and give me the correct answer. Fast, tell me the correct answer. Okay, let's see the correct answer. The correct answer over here is it is voidable. Now, why is it voidable? Now, there are two answers to this particular question. Okay, let's understand this. For you, since you guys are in class 12, you don't know much about the law. I would agree with you that the correct answer would be voidable. But in real law, when you know Indian Contract Act, when you are in second year in your law school, the answer will be different. These kind of contracts, for you, I agree it's voidable. But the real answer to this question is these agreements are void. Are you understanding? Why is it void? Let me tell you. If the offer is ambiguous, now there is meeting of minds. Meeting of minds is one of the essentials of a contract. Now suppose I go to a shop and I say, give me rice. I see this rice seems to be pretty old, 2 years old. So I say, give me 2 kilos of this rice tomorrow. Tomorrow when you give the rice, I see that the rice is brand new. It's not an old rice. These kind of contracts are void. But for you, it is the correct answer is voidable. Am I clear? For you, the correct answer is voidable. Question number 10. Question number 10. Please give me the correct answer to this question. Both A and B are liable for the offense of theft. Both A and B are liable for the offense of theft. Have I made myself clear? Read the principle. Whoever intending to take any movable property out of the possession of any person without that person's consent takes that property out of the possession is said to have committed theft. Am I clear? Okay, very good. Okay, question number 11 is up there on your screen. Question number 11 is up there on your screen. Yes. Motive is immaterial in case of tort, whereas in case of breach of contract, motive is relevant in ascertaining the damages. Correct? In case of tort, duty is owed to the community at large, whereas in case of contract, duty is owed to a particular definite person. No. In a tort action, the primary purpose is compensation determination. Correct? So the correct answer is option C. Okay. Moving on. Damnum sine injuria. Damage without injury. Damage without injury. Damage without violation of a legal right. Gloucester Grammar School example. Am I clear? Damnum sine injuria means damage without injury, damage without the violation of a legal right. Gloucester Grammar School example. Gloucester Grammar School example. Okay, moving on to question number 13. Read this question very carefully and give me the correct answer to this question. Abhishek Kumar, unless and until your rights are violated, you cannot claim any compensation. Please tell me the correct answer. The correct answer to this particular question. Mr. Verma purchased a car from another person who had no title over it. And he had sent it to the garage. Mr. Sharma, believing wrongly that the car belonged to him, removed it from the garage. Has he caused trespass? Yes, Mr. Sharma has caused trespass to the car. Am I clear? Have I made myself clear? Mr. Sharma has caused trespass. Very good, very good. Most of you have given me the correct answer. Moving on to question number 14. Coal India Limited was not aware that the bidders had entered into an agreement to rig the bidding exercise, whereby they agreed that they are not going to bid above a certain amount. Now, is the contract valid? Is the contract void? The contract is void. Why? Because the object of the contract was to cause loss to the interest of Coal India and public interest. Now, Coal India is a company which has a lot of public interest. It is the coal company of the government of India. Now, if people enter into a contract to cause loss to the exchequer of the government, it is against public policy. So the correct answer to this question is option D, that the contract is void. Okay? Have I made myself clear? Have I made myself clear to each and every one of you? Okay. Moving on to question number 15. Question number 15. Please tell me the correct answer to this particular question. Question number 15. Question number 15. Tell me the correct answer to this particular question. X, a publisher of a daily newspaper, sends an envelope letter to B. So X is sending a letter to B, claiming that C is a cheat. C files a case of defamation. Is X liable? Is X liable? Now, what is defamation? If you are saying something, writing something about someone which is lowering the reputation of someone else in the eyes of a third party. Now, here is X, here is B, and here is C. So there are three parties involved. X is telling B that C is a cheat. X is telling B that C is a cheat. So there are three parties. X is making that publication by way of writing that letter. X is making the publication by writing that letter. So there are three parties involved. X, B, and C. X is telling B that C is a bad person. So there are three parties involved. So the correct answer is X has committed defamation and has harmed the reputation of C in the eyes of B. So the correct answer is option B. Have I made myself clear to each and every one of you? Have I made myself clear to each and every one of you out there? Is that clear? Any doubts? Okay? Fantastic, fantastic. Good, good. So friends, today we have completed 15 important questions that came in SLAT 2020. In the next YouTube class, we are going to continue with the same SLAT 2020, the next 15 important questions. But before that, do subscribe to Gradeup Super for unlimited access to all structured live courses and mock tests. The subscription for Gradeup Super is similar to the subscription of Netflix and Amazon Prime. So do not forget to subscribe to Gradeup Super's CLAT and other law entrance exam segment. This subscription is available for 1 month, 6 months, and 18 months. For any course-related query, you can call us at 96500-52904 as well as 93195-99244. With this, we come to the end of today's class. Thank you very, very much. If you have liked the session, so please press the like button and do subscribe to our YouTube channel and do share this video and see this video again and again so that you are aware of what questions did come for SLAT next year, will come for SLAT next year. Thank you. I wish you all the very best. God bless you.